welcome everybody, I'm the Honey Badger and I'm back with a new video where, once again, I'm talking about a different game that I've been playing from my backlog. And this time, just as the title says, I cannot believe the biggest mistake I've ever made in terms of gaming, games from my backlog that I just bought and never really played and never tasted them, never experienced them to the full extent of it. And that game has to be Dishonored. As you can see, right now I have a gameplay of the game right in front of you, but truly I should have played years ago. And let me tell you why. If you don't know why, because there's probably a lot of you out there that love this game, and I don't blame you, but there's probably another bunch of people out there that don't even have this game on the radar, and you should totally try it, especially if you enjoy stealth games, because that's the biggest thing about this one, the stealth. Everything you do, how you do it, matters on this game. So first, let me just give you a little quick rundown about the game. The plot, in terms, you are a security guard of a very important person in this fictional world. However, at the start of the game, things happen. I don't want to really spoil the story, even though this game has been out for so long, but if somebody watching this video hasn't played it at all, I don't want to spoil it for them, still have the unique experience. So things happen in the game and this very important person dies, and you get blamed to figure out how to disarm this group of new enemies that are behind the shadows working against you and everybody else that wants to do good. Either way, that's the general story of the game. That's the plot. Now, depending how you play the game, you can either have good results, bad results, or neutral results. So the game has a system where if you kill too many people, this is gonna become a bad ending type of thing. So when you do a mission, at the end it's going to tell you if you did it cleanly, or a clean run, or a bloodbath. The game will create these differences and these new approaches or new branches of the original. Let's look at it like a multiverse type of thing. But it's going to create these multiple branches on the timeline because you took different decisions on how to approach situations, which is... It's not your super detailed possibilities like games of Baldur's Gate 3, but it does have enough effect on how you approach events that it will make a shift within the story plot. And not only that, but also in your environment, it will affect it. So you can either decide to go the clean path and fully clean your name the best way possible, because at the end of the day, you are not a murderer at the start of the game. Or you can kill everybody and anybody that gets in front of you, even possibly innocent people, and have a whole bloodbath in your hands. Do genocide, or I don't know, kill everybody, become the villain. So that's how generally the game works. But what makes it even more satisfying is the gameplay. Yes, the gameplay goes alongside the plot. So for example, let's talk about the main thing on the gameplay, the stealth system. Let me tell you something, because I had never played this game before. I played a lot of Assassin's Creed games, and I enjoy them. I like them, except the last couple of games that have come out, because they don't have a lot of stealth. But the previous games, they had a lot of it, and it was enjoyable to some points. Of course, there's parkour and stuff like that, and it has its own way of gameplay and mechanics, but Dishonored makes it so unique with these special abilities, where it just kind of reminds me how Ubisoft on one of their most recent games just completely dropped the ball in terms of making a mystical parkour stealthy approach to the game. When Dishonored, you know what, they did it. They did a perfect game in terms of the stealth. Either way, so the stealth system, you can approach enemies however you want. As I said, you can do it a clean run or a bloodbath, and you have different weapons that can help you, aid you on your quest. However, that really comes down to your decision. Do you want to use force? You can use a sword, you can use daggers, you can use darts, because you have a crossbow. Although it's not a lot of variety, like a huge, expansive, complex system of weaponry, but it just gives you enough so you can become creative on the way you approach situations. So the weapons and abilities, yes, limited, but they create endlessly creative and path opening ways so you can play the game. Now, also what makes this game so good is the environment and the characters within those areas. Like, the NPCs are not just complete NPCs standing in the corner. They actually have different ways of moving. Like, one of the biggest things that baffled me that I completely, like, I never take into account, because like I said before this, I only played Assassin's Creed games. If you play those games, if you kill one guard and there was another guard looking at him, they're gonna be like not even bothered by their disappearance. On Dishonored, no. Like, I had to do the runs of different missions a couple of times because I kept forgetting that, especially at the start, you don't have the time of... So while there is a pattern of movement within the NPCs, you cannot take too long in continuing the mission, because that can give you a compromise. Your mission can be compromised. So your kills matter. If you kill people, of course, you know what? This game has some of the most interesting achievements because it does make you try to not kill people. There's one achievement that is, I think, one of the hardest, which is just basically not killing anybody at all. Although I can see it quite feasible once you play the game more than one time and you understand. Now, you might think, okay, just the NPCs, you don't have to kill them. No, it's also the main villains, the ones that you actually have to take down. The game will give you a way for you to decide if you kill them or you take them out in a non-threatening way, or a non-lethal way. Sorry, that's the proper word. In my case, the first time I played it, I did kill most of the main villains, but in my second round, I instead did other things like exploring a little bit more. This game, like I said, yes, it does ask you to move fast, but once you get rid of any bothering thing that might come in and catch you off guard, you can actually explore a lot. And there's gonna be so much lore around the city about what is happening, because there is also a disease that is killing people around, like a plague. So there's a lot of stories within books, papers, audio recordings, everything laying around. But sometimes those recordings also can give you hints of how to approach the next area, or how to get rid of the person you quote-unquote have to kill. So even paying attention to the environments, listening to conversations the NPCs have, it's super important. So you essentially, this game really just makes you become this silent killer, hiding in the shadows, listening to people, creeping around, taking out enemies one by one, suddenly, like kind of like Batman does. The stealth system is not just you crouching down. You have different abilities, like you can teleport a few meters in front, so this can help you get that stealth that's stealth takedown a lot quicker. Or that you can see through the walls where your enemies are and see where they're looking at, so you can stay away and clear of those. You have other abilities like take control of rats, but those are more deadly and lethal. But if you're gonna go in the blood path, that's totally up to you, and that's totally like the game will give you the capabilities of being a menace, a rat controlling menace, so you can totally do that. But again, the reason why I enjoy this game so much is because of the playability potential it has. Like I said, on your first run, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes that, although they might not feel like mistakes, that's fine, because the first time you're just enjoying the game. But then later, afterwards, you do the first mission, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do it a different way. I don't want to kill that many people. I'm gonna try and be as stealthy as possible. And then you go on, make a second round, and then you discover other things. You just keep on playing the game over and over, and it's like you are perfecting your craft. You're becoming that silent killer. And this time, it's not gonna be type of spoilers into the story, but just to give you a little bit of a sense. In the first mission, depending what you do in that first mission, like, or on any mission, whatever you do on any mission is gonna bring a new... The decisions you take on a specific mission or in a previous mission will escalate something else on the next one. For example, if you kill too many people, that's gonna make not only that you are gonna be seen as the enemy or as the murderer, also killing so many people is gonna enable the plague to have more citizens or guards sick, which is not good because that means more presence of rats, which should be avoided. They can eat you, they can kill you, especially if you're trying to be silent. They can be dangerous. Or in other cases, there's gonna be moments where there's gonna be more ill people. I don't remember the specific names. I don't remember, but it was something. And they're walking around the streets, and they kind of make the situation more difficult for you because they're gonna be in the way, and they are gonna wanna fight you. You can take them down silently, but because they're always in a bunch, they're all bunched up together. They're gonna make your life difficult. I swear to you, to do that. So yeah, this game is truly special. It's not gonna be your super masterpiece kind of thing in plot terms, but the gameplay, how you play it, the environment, the NPCs, the stealth, the abilities, all of it together make this perfect mix. Make this game so awesome. And I can tell you my favorite thing about this game was getting the hang of the teleporting system, and just in my quiet, like there's your ability to have a couple of videos that can help you so people don't hear your steps as often, or you just go completely silent, which is very cool. I have so much fun because it's like I feel like this assassin, this ninja in the shadows killing people, or sorry, not killing people. I'm not killing people. I'm just knocking them down so they go to sleep, and I put them in a trash can so nobody can see them, not even the rats, because rats are dangerous. Now again, it's a fun game when you start getting into the move, into the groove, into the flow of going from one guard to the next guard, or just like trying to stay out of sight and stuff like that. It gets intense, you know? But yeah, I love this game. I cannot believe I never played it before. I knew about it, and I knew everybody kept saying how awesome it was, but I bought it. I did bought it like probably 4 years after it came out, and I just never touched it. I deserve in my face a good shit face bomb and all of that, because I cannot believe I never played this game before, and I'm kind of sad it took me this long to play. But you know, I'm enjoying it now, and it's like when you only eat trash food, you think any food is good, but then you start eating better food, and you're like, you know what? There's a degree of goodness in food. You know what? If you probably know what I mean. It's kind of the same thing with games. Like, you are cleansing your palate, you are getting better at recognizing stuff, or what is fun, what is not fun. Of course, it can be depending on your taste, but this game truly is it is a gift, a true gift. And I don't know, I hope you give it a shot. I hope this video helped you out with that. But that's it. I made it just too long talking to us about this game, but I don't know, I just really wanted to talk about it because this game is awesome. Either way, thank you for watching the video. I'm like, what? That's gonna be all for this episode. I'm the Honey Badger, and I hope to see you in the next update of my backlog adventures. If you like the video, leave a like or a comment. Tell me, what do you like the most about Dishonored? When did you play it the first time? Probably if you did a long time ago, you know what? I'm jealous about it because you knew about this little gem and you didn't share it like with everybody else. Or probably you did, but I mean, we didn't know each other. We don't know each other. I'm just rambling. But leave a comment. It really helps. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Keep on gaming.
Can't stay hidden forever.